5 years later, Jiang Wang is seen as a young child in meditation, applying his ability to slow time. Despite reaching the peak of the ancient king realm, he considers his progress too sluggish. Overeager servants interrupt him, asking him to rest and offering him immortal fruit. He is irritated by their excessive enthusiasm. Jiang Wang emerges from his meditation to greet his ancestor who was waiting for him. The ancestor praises the 5-year-old, observing that he has already attained the peak of the ancient king realm, and that in a few years, the ancestor himself will no longer be a match for him. Jiang Wang responds with humility, explaining that he has not made any progress for over a month and is stuck at a bottleneck. In reality, Jiang Wang was confronted by a dilemma. A year ago, his system had assigned him a mission to enter a secret realm, but he couldn't leave the clan due to the death warrant issued against him by both the Great Xia dynasty and the Luo clan. Additionally, he perceived a hidden threat within the Jiang clan itself. One day, during his training, he felt a sinister and venomous aura, and by following its origin, he reached the clan's back mountain. There, he became aware of the presence of a terrifying and malevolent entity, and that he was outmatched by it with his current power. Jiang Wang discovered a demon suppression array, but noticed that even this powerful seal was beginning to show signs of decay. With this internal threat and the external kill order, he felt his present power was entirely insufficient, and resolved that he must venture out to find a secret realm to quickly increase his power. Returning to his conversation with his ancestor, Jiang Wang tells him that he sensed something in the back mountain. The ancestor confirms that he felt it too, and assures him the entity cannot breach the seal under normal circumstances, but his sentence is interrupted by the arrival of urgent news. A clan member rushes in to report the appearance of a sage's secret realm in their eastern sea, and that the Xia dynasty and the Luo clan have already joined forces to control it. The ancestor immediately calls for a clan meeting. Jiang Wang insists on attending, declaring that he is qualified now that he has reached the ancient king realm, and the ancestor agrees. At the meeting, the ancestor declares the first topic of discussion is his grandson. Jiang Wang addresses those present, explaining that he reached the peak of his realm months ago, but has been unable to advance, and therefore desires to depart the clan to gain experience. After the attendees confirm his level, the elders admire his rapid progress, but vehemently oppose his departure, deeming it too perilous, and that their enemies have set a clear trap. The ancestor suggests buying him a break the ancient pill instead of taking the risk, and the uncle agrees. Jiang Wang thinks that their overprotective praise has become a hindrance to his development. He interrupts their discussion, asking them to listen. He acknowledges their worries, but questions how he can grow stronger if he constantly hides from every sign of danger. He explains that although he has reached the peak of his realm, he has never fought a real life-and-death battle, and also reminds them of the treasure his master gifted him, which would make it difficult even for an ancient emperor to capture him. He implores them to allow him to go out and temper himself in the outside world.
After hearing his argument, the uncle comments that they had not faced such dangers at the age of 5. The ancestor concedes to himself that Jiang Wang has merited the right to make his own choices after surpassing most of them in cultivation. The ancestor hesitantly consents, but warns him that the prodigies of the Luo clan and the Xia dynasty have already accessed the secret realm, and that they have set a trap for him where ancient emperors will be lying in wait as soon as his identity is revealed. Jiang Wang replies with utter confidence, asking disdainfully, "Just an ancient emperor? What's there to be afraid of?" The ancestor laughs loudly, impressed by his grandson's mettle, and declares that this is the true spirit of their clan's son. He gives him permission to go, but asks him to be careful, and Jiang Wang thanks him. He then departs at once. His mother watches him leave, praying for his safe return. Jiang Wang arrives at the entrance of the secret realm and notices the place is teeming with activity. To gather information, he approaches a cultivator and politely asks if this is the ancient sage's secret realm. The cultivator is at first irritated, but notices the quality of Jiang Wang's clothes and realizes he might be a young master from a great clan, so he alters his tone and confirms it. The cultivator clarifies with bitterness that the great powers like the Great Xia dynasty and the Luo clan have seized control of this realm, only allowing entry to those under the age of 18. Jiang Wang wonders which geniuses his enemies have sent.
At that moment, a group from the Great Xia Divine Dynasty arrives, led by the Grand Princess Xia Mingqian, whose beauty dazzles the onlookers. While one of her attendants tries to flatter her and disparage the competition, the princess displays her wisdom and warns her against underestimating others, specifically mentioning two strong opponents, the mysterious son of the young Luo clan leader and the Qilian son of the Zheng clan. She expresses regret that her dynasty has lost such a powerful ally. The attendant blames the despicable General Wu Qi for what happened, but the princess orders her to stop and learn from this mistake. Jiang Wang watches the princess from afar, admiring her beauty and noting that she possesses none of the arrogance of the general who insulted his family. Next, the Luo clan arrives in a majestic carriage surrounded by lightning, and Jiang Wang smiles, half expecting them not to appear. An elder from the clan introduces their candidate for the secret realm, Luo Dong, to the Grand Princess. Luo Dong tries to greet her, but she utterly disregards him and addresses the female elder accompanying him, suggesting they join forces to open the secret realm, leaving Luo Dong mortified and furious. The elders of the clans work together to open the gate, and all the youths are instructed to enter at once. Jiang Wang thinks that the time has come to make the Luo clan pay. As he heads towards the gate, the female elder from the Luo clan, Wan Qi, spots him and perceives the resemblance between his features and his mother's. She concludes that he must be the Zhang clan's prodigy and is stunned by his boldness. While Jiang Wang easily sidesteps her attempt to block him and enters the secret realm, outside, Elder Wan Qi of the Luo clan decides to inform her clan, vowing that since Jiang Wang dared to come, he will not leave this place alive.
Meanwhile, Jiang Wang begins his adventure inside the secret realm, where he encounters spiritual beasts. He finds these beasts are made of pure spiritual energy and vanquishes them with ease, but thinks that they have no impact on him and that his system's rewards are the most valuable. He remains cautious, aware that the Luo clan and the Xia dynasty are surely watching him and have an ambush awaiting him outside, which makes him feel the need to use this opportunity to achieve a breakthrough to a new level, as his current strength will not be enough to face them. Suddenly, his system declares the completion of the Locate the Ancient Sage's Secret Realm mission and rewards him with an endowment of 100 years of cultivation. Jiang Wang immediately sits down to assimilate this immense power, excited to see how much of a boost he will get. This massive energy infusion creates a column of golden light that rockets into the sky, attracting the attention of all the young cultivators in the secret realm. As onlookers approach, they realize what is happening is not the appearance of a treasure, but a fearsome celestial tribulation. One of them recognizes it as a ninefold thunder tribulation compressed into a single strike, an uncommon celestial event. Luo Dong, the prodigy of the Luo clan, sees this as a chance to get closer to Princess Xia Mingqian and suggests they team up to seize the supposed treasure. But the princess responds cautiously, noting that the level of this tribulation is unpredictable. Luo Dong continues to insist, while thinking to himself that he must win over this captivating woman. At the heart of the storm, Jiang Wang stands, confronting the tribulation, which manifests as a palace of lightning. Lightning strikes him powerfully, but after taking the first hit and mocking its feebleness, he uses the heaven-devouring demon art to devour the tribulation's power. He then engages directly with an armored warrior made of lightning. Jiang Wang easily parries the strikes and rushes towards the warrior. The warrior becomes angry and releases a potent lightning strike. Jiang Wang uses his clan's strongest sword techniques to issue a final blow. The others watch from afar in confusion, wondering what kind of entity could attract such a terrifying celestial tribulation. And then one of them notices a human figure at the heart of the storm. The princess reaches an astonishing and impossible conclusion. Someone is undergoing a tribulation to become an ancient emperor. And since this secret realm is age-restricted, it means a young person under 18 is achieving this unparalleled achievement. Luo Dong watches the tribulation, realizing the person undergoing it is completely unharmed, and decides he will become a disaster in the future if not eliminated, planning to assassinate him under the cover of the thunder if the opportunity arises. The tribulation's power grows so intense, it threatens to rupture the secret realm itself, and the onlookers flee in panic. Luo Dong takes advantage of the situation to protect Princess Xia Ming-chan from the shockwave, and she thanks him. After the storm subsides, the mysterious figure disappears, leading those present to believe he failed his tribulation and was destroyed in body and soul. Lu Dong tries again to convince the princess to ally with him, arguing that they face an unknown power and must protect each other. The princess gracefully declines, claiming she has already formed a team, and adds with thinly veiled sarcasm that his strength is too great to join her humble team. Lu Dong is enraged by the rejection and vows to himself that Xia Ming-qian is his, and no one will be able to refuse him. The princess is struck by Zhang Wang's handsome features. The boy sits and thinks that he must seek out new martial arts, as using his clan's techniques will easily reveal his identity. The princess approaches and gets his attention. Zhang Wang is surprised by her presence and realizes she is from the Xia dynasty, but guesses she hasn't recognized him. She asks if he is afraid of her, and he begins to play the role of an innocent child, praising the princess's beauty. His charm works on her, and she pinches his cheek and praises his courage. Zhang Wang concocts a sad tale, claiming his clan has fallen and he was forced to enter the secret realm due to a lack of resources. The princess pities him and invites him to join her team for his safety, and he accepts with pretend excitement. Meanwhile, Lu Dong feels a deep loathing for Zhang Wang, angry that brat has ruined his plans with the princess. He begins to track the princess's group. A short while later, a wolf attacks Zhang Wang. He catches the attack easily, surprising the princess, who is amazed by his physical prowess. Zhang Wang thinks to himself that he was suppressing his power and realizes that Lu Dong is tracking them. Lu Dong finally appears, declaring he entered this realm for the princess, and uses a powerful artifact called the Ancient Trapping Pearl to trap her. While Zhang Wang internally scoffs at the artifact's power, Lu Dong laughs maniacally, revealing his desire for her and her special exquisite 9-yin body, which captures Zhang Wang's interest.
Later, around a campfire, Zhang Wang continues his act, telling Big Sister Shai that he is scared and asking if he can sleep with her. The princess teases him, wondering how the little monster who tears apart spiritual beasts could feel scared. He insists he is truly scared, compliments her, and then asks with feigned seriousness if she has a Tao companion. The princess replies sadly that she does not. She explains to him that the men who approach her always have ulterior motives and a hidden agenda. When he asks about this agenda, she reveals her secret, asking if he has heard of the exquisite 9-yin body. She clarifies that this body is extremely beneficial for those who practice dual cultivation, and for this reason, evil sects search for women who possess this body to use them as cultivation furnaces. Zhang Wang pretends to understand, clenches his fist in feigned anger, and vows to protect her from any bad guys who dare to approach. The princess smiles at his boyish jealousy and tells him to rest. Zhang Wang feels that Luo Dong is still nearby. Annoyed by the relentless observation, he decides he must dispose of that pest Luo Dong sooner rather than later and walks away from the camp.
The princess follows him worriedly and gently chides him for being reckless. As he is apologizing to her, Luodong, who had been watching them with jealousy, appears and attacks Zhang Wang, shouting that he is looking for death. Zhang Wang turns calmly and tells him that he was waiting for him. The princess intervenes and stands between them, asking Luodong what his intention is. He chuckles menacingly, then tells them they will know soon enough, and throws the ancient trapping pearl at them, trapping them both.
The princess is enraged and threatens him that she and her dynasty will not forgive him, demanding he release them to avoid a declaration of war. Luodong ignores her threats with a smile. The princess warns him not to regret it. She tries to activate her dynasty's rescue seal, but it fails and disintegrates within the pearl's domain. Luodong mocks her, explaining that this pearl was personally refined by his ancestor, Wan Qi, who has a profound understanding of spatial laws. He adds that the pearl seals all spiritual energy for those below the ancient emperor level, and counsels her to surrender peacefully. Realizing the severity of the situation, the princess devises a plan and whispers to Zhang Wang that she will send him out of the secret realm to summon her dynasty's forces. Before she can act, Luodong turns his attention to Zhang Wang and scoffs, saying he must be that abandoned child from the Luo clan from 5 years ago. The princess wonders in confusion at the meaning of his words. Zhang Wang responds calmly, clarifying 2 points. First, he vehemently denies any association with the damned Luo clan, declaring his name as Zhang Wang. Second, he asks Luodong sarcastically if he really thinks he has already won. Luodong laughs, mocking Zhang Wang for bragging while on the brink of death, and vows to take his life on behalf of his clan. The princess, struggling against the pearl's power, brands Luodong a shameless demon. Believing the situation is hopeless, she tries to sacrifice herself to distract Luodong while Zhang Wang escapes. But he rejects her plan, telling her to rest as he has a simpler one. He ascends into the air, surrounded by a powerful golden aura, leaving Luodong in shock, unable to comprehend how he can still use spiritual energy. Zhang Wang scoffs at the artifact, calling it a broken bead, and with a simple flick of his hand, shatters the restrictive power it imposed. He instantly appears before Luodong, tells him he doesn't like being looked down upon, and taps him on the brow. This simple tap causes Luodong's spiritual energy to vanish and his bones to fracture as he falls to the ground. The princess watches the scene in shock as Luodong falls, utterly helpless, screaming that what is happening is impossible. Zhang Wang stands over him and asks sarcastically if he is now satisfied with the power of the abandoned child from the Luo clan. Luodong begs for his life, swearing he will tell no one what happened. Zhang Wang replies with disdain, asking if he thinks he fears the Luo clan, and declares he will visit them personally before he comes of age, and for now he will simply reap some interest. He plants a golden core of energy in Luodong's body. Luodong asks him in terror what has been done to him. Zhang Wang explains that his mother taught him mercy, so he will give him a chance to run to his ancestor to have the golden core extracted within the time it takes for 3 incense sticks to burn. The princess tries to warn Zhang Wang that releasing Luodong will bring disaster. Zhang Wang reassures her that the little thief will not escape. As Luodong flees, screaming threats of revenge and vowing to crush every bone in Zhang Wang's body, the latter calmly commences a countdown from 3. When he reaches 1, Luodong explodes in the distance. Zhang Wang turns to the shocked princess and smiles, saying he was jesting about showing mercy and that he rarely listens to his mother. After witnessing these events, Princess Xiaoming Xian confirms to herself that this is the divine child of the Zhang clan, remembers her father's persistent regret over annulling the engagement, and thinks that this meeting might be a chance to rectify things. They go to the site of the explosion together. Zhang Wang minimizes the title of divine child, claiming his cultivation was strong at birth and merely caused a small stir. The princess then asks if he was the one who caused the thunder tribulation that wrought havoc in the secret realm. He calmly admits it, sighing that he didn't expect a simple tribulation to cause such a commotion. The princess is astonished by his power and confidence, thinking he seems like an ancient deity descended to the mortal realm, and wonders what he will become when he grows up. Zhang Wang notices her silence and asks if she is upset.
He confesses that he deliberately kept her by his side to use her as bait to eliminate Luo Dong. She reassures him that she is not angry and that, on the contrary, she should thank him for disposing of a hidden threat. Later, by a campfire, the princess reflects on the rumors that the son of the Zhang clan might be the reincarnation of a great ancient emperor. She admires his immense talent, craftiness, and eloquence, concluding that few in his generation can match him. Zhang Wang interrupts her thoughts, returning to his innocent child act and wondering who will be the lucky one to marry her in the future, which disconcerts her. Afterward, her conversation turns serious. She warns him that he doesn't realize the severity of the situation with the Luo clan, explaining that Luo Dong was of their direct lineage and their ancestors will not let the matter go. She also reminds him of the ambush her dynasty and the Luo clan have set for him outside the secret realm. Zhang Wang replies dismissively, saying he will kill Wan Qi with a single palm strike. Zhang Wang challenges his overconfidence, and, to help him escape, she gives him a spiritual treasure from her father that can conceal his aura. She insists that he take it. Zhang Wang accepts the gift, but elucidates his position. Their friendship is personal, but he harbors no goodwill toward their dynasty, and he vows to make General Wu pay for insulting his mother. In an unexpected move, the princess asks him, "What if we hand over General Wu to you?"